Hi, I'm Dave Cassidy, former NHL trainee referee. Well, I got my last jersey that I had, as a referee. So this is in the IHL. I don't think I can put it on today. I don't think it's going to fit. I retired in 2002. Lots of good memories, lots of travel, lots of good people, lots of players coming up through the system. I mean, right from minor hockey right up through, semi-pro and even doing exhibition games in the NHL. Well, I mean, back when I was young, I was always a rink rat. Actually, right on these grounds here was the barn, and we're fortunate enough to continue that here with our little business that my wife and I have. So, I just started doing minor hockey and continuing in minor hockey, and then one day, I was playing travel hockey and somebody said to me, "Are you interested in, moving up?" So at age 14, I went to a training camp in Chatham, and they hired me as a linesman, doing junior C, junior B, college, university, and I never looked back. In '89, I got hired as an NHL trainee, and what happens, there was 12 of us from Canada and US, and we just travel around and do minor pro and the OHL, the Western League, Quebec Major Junior, and all the minor leagues. And I did that for almost 4 years. And then in 1993, they had the referee lockout, and they wanted the 12 of us to go and cross the picket line and scab, and 11 went, one didn't. And it's just ironic today what my career took me as a labor leader in a community, and I never crossed that picket line back in the day. Our boss was Brian Lewis. He was a former NHL referee. He was the boss of the guys in the minor leagues, and they fired me, and the NHL got rid of me, and so from that time what happened was the IHL said, well, we're not getting rid of you, we're going to keep you on our staff. So I worked 17 years in the minor leagues, and I had a great career. It was a lot of fun, met a lot of good people, and at that time was the transition from the old, IHL of the Goon League to, they were the #1 affiliates to the NHL. So there was a lot of, the #1 affiliates that actually had some top prospects there that went right to the NHL or back and forth. I have a couple of really good stories, but one I'll never forget. It was the old Colonial Hockey League. And there was a game in, it was in the actual finals, and it was in Brantford, and Sasha Lakovic, I don't know if you remember that name, but Sasha Lakovic had a minor penalty, and he was in the penalty box. Well, there was a fight that broke out in front of the net, and the linesmen were in there breaking up the fight, and I pushed everybody back to the benches, and Sasha Lakovic decided that he was going to jump out of the penalty box and get into the fight. So what do? I start skating over as hard as I can, and I T-bone him and take him out, and I grab him and he grabs me, and I'll never forget, he ripped my Colonial Hockey League crest right off my jersey, and here we are, he's giving me rabbit punches, I'm giving him rabbit punches. One of the good stories in Windsor Arena, and it was a tough barn because I was a local guy, right? So everybody knew me. The glass was low back then before they raised the glass, and they had the end clock, and Borden Hildebrand, gotta love him. He was there as a timekeeper forever, and a local guy, and I came out, and Windsor Spitfires hadn't come on the ice before the 2-minute warning at the end, so it's automatically a delay of game penalty. And I said to Borden, Borden, Windsor's getting a delay of game, they're not out here in time, put it up on the clock. And he went nuts. I ain't putting it up, blah, blah, blah. Well, I said, Borden, you are putting it up, and if you're not going to put it up, I'm going to put somebody in this box who's going to put it up. So he jumps up on the glass and starts screaming at me, and I give the "you're gone" like this, and sure enough, the Windsor Star's there right there, and click, and here I am, the front page of the Windsor Star the next day, throwing Dave Cassidy throws timekeeper out Windsor Arena, and that one I think will haunt me the rest of my life. This career, it was wonderful. It taught me about leadership. It taught me about reacting quick to situations. Was I disheartened that I couldn't get there to the NHL? Yeah, for sure I was, but I have no regrets whatsoever. It has really made me the person I am today, and today I'm the president of Local 444, a labor leader, and it just shows, my integrity was so important then, that I didn't cross that picket line like the 11 others. And them 11 others, by the way, never stayed in the NHL. It was a temporary thing, and so hopefully, a lot of people understand that, where that comes from, and it's something that I take a lot of pride in today.
Thanks for watching this Power Play Sports Flashback. Stay connected to your sports community. PowerPlaySportsVideo.com